Hey guys, today's video is going to be about living healthy and being health conscious, because it's an easy thing to do for yourself to be healthy. And I can promise you that I'm going to give you my full journey just as the beginning of this video, just so you can see the differences in my life and what has happened. So over the years, I've had my own problems, and I used to drink a lot. So I went to worked in a very stressful environment. I talked in multiple videos already in finance, and I worked for places where you had to make a lot of calls. You had to talk to a lot of clients. You always had goals you had to hit, things like that. And it was very stressful. It really, to be honest with you, ruined relationships with people. It made me the person I didn't want to be. And it's nothing against that. It's just, that's not who I am. Yes, I did it because I had to at the time. There's ways to start becoming the best version of yourself. And in my opinion, health was the main driver for that, which I'm going to explain in a second. But with that all said, so just kind of going back to the story, and this is just because I think everybody should know these type of things. I would drink a little too much. I would always be focusing on the next topic, always overthinking things, always thinking of 35, 40 different scenarios for the same thing. And all those scenarios never came true. And I just would think in my head, why did I just waste all that energy on things that don't come true? I was creating hypothetical situations that never existed. And if you think about suffering, I was suffering my own thoughts. And from health was my initial way of getting through of course, I still overthink sometimes. I'm not perfect. Nobody is. But I have learned to calm my mind. I have learned to be the best version of myself possible. I have learned to not let situations get to me. I have learned that the more we take care of ourselves, the craziest things can happen to you in a good way. And I've learned that the more you are able to fix just a few things in your body, the faster you can become not only healthy, but more mental. You'll have more mental clarity. You'll be way more mentally focused. You'll have more energy. You'll be a better friend, a better partner, a better parent, a better family member, all the above. I can't tell you the amount of people that I have met over the last 5 to 6 months when I have really taken health up big time, from being more positive, and that all came from being more healthy. And there's a couple videos I'm going to do, so it's not too strenuous to go through all of them. That way you can take a couple here, a couple there when you have time, because in my journey that I've taken, I've learned a lot. I've been very curious. I've asked multiple people. I've journaled for every day just to see what my thoughts were in the beginning versus now. And one thing I will say is that here's one thing for you, just for your benefit, for your mental clarity. Usually, not for everyone, but in general, when you are overthinking, number one, but when you work really more than like 80, 90 minutes at a time, you see a significant decline in your cognitive ability to stay focused. So that's just a quick tip. But in general, being healthy has got me to a place I never thought I would be. I thought that I would be working, struggling to make the calls and want to get up for work every day and tired all the time. And as soon as the weekend came up, I would drink to get through the weekend and then right back to work. And I found the way that I know that I am 100% positive. There's nothing I can say more that if you take the steps to do this, you will become a better version of yourself, eventually creating the best version of yourself, and you will be much, much happier. It is not easy. I will be honest with you. I am a very mentally strong person. I'm a very intelligent guy. I have a lot going for me. And even with all that said, and no responsibilities, it's just myself and my dog, I still found that there were times that were a real struggle. But I will say, if you get physically healthy, then that's going to have to do with a couple of videos, with eating, with a little bit of exercise. Just starting off is the key, because you'll create momentum quick. I'm going to go through a couple of videos now, but again, I just kind of wanted to give you an idea of what these videos are going to entail, what my journey was like over the last couple of years and really the last 6 months when I got big time into health. And I want you to realize that you can do this too. I am positive everyone on the planet can do this. We can all help each other. We can all be kinder to each other. That's one big thing for yourself. When you're trying to get healthy, be kind to yourself. You need to be kind to yourself. We're always told, like, if you're too nice to yourself, or if you say nice things about yourself, it looks bad. Don't care what anybody says. That's not true at all. You need to be kind to yourself. In my life, even through when I was drinking too much when I was working, or if I was not doing the things that I thought, like, let's say, for instance, I didn't hit a certain goal I wanted to hit, or if I didn't, if I wasn't the top contributor that month, on the team, I would get all down on myself. That is not the way to go. Be confident in yourself. Always be kind. Give yourself credit. Hey, I went to the gym 10 minutes today. Awesome job, Josh. Whatever it may be, be kind to yourself. You will start to notice that the more things that you be kind to yourself for, the easier things become. But there's a couple just key aspects I'm going to highlight right now and then I'll do each individual video so you don't have to watch the entire thing at one time. But a couple really key factors they're going to be involving fasting the best you can. There'll be a couple different ways I'll teach it. And that was the biggest factor, just so you know. Fasting, exposing yourself to things that you are not usually exposed to so you can create different neural pathways. Your neurons will fire differently. So being comfortable, being uncomfortable is the best way to put it. When you do eat, trying to eat a little healthier, you don't have to go on some crazy diet right away. People fail at that all the time because they don't progressively get better at things. It's a slow progress, but eating better, a little bit of physical health, and meditation and yoga. All of these I'm going to highlight in a couple of videos, but I wanted to at least explain to you how I used to think life was so rough and against me, and now I'm with the current. All I can do is feel like a positivity all the time that puts me in a place that I attack the day. And when I say attack, I'm not saying that I wake up and I go, I have to do 46 things today. No, I mean attack as in I'm grateful for the day. I know what I need to accomplish and I'll get it done. And I know that I have the mental capacity and clarity to avoid 4 cups of coffee and a Red Bull, or, eating 3 times a day. But with a couple things I'm going to highlight, your life will significantly change in, let's say, at most 6 months. You'll notice it way quicker than that. You'll notice changes within the first month of doing these things, as long as you don't have to be on this crazy strict plan unless you want to. But you will notice things changing for you in the better immediately, like fast. And you can change your entire life. You can reset your life in like 6 months at maximum if you really went hard at it. You could do it in like 2-3 months if you really went hard. 6 months is more of hey, I still got to live my life. I'm going to do things, but at my pace. And small little wins each day turn into giant leaps forward. I can't tell you who I've become from being healthier, more mental clarity, and not overthinking every single thing I do every day. I love my life, and I am happy. I am healthy. I am joyous. I'm kind to people all the time. I see life in a different light. Everything kind of like clicked on when I got healthy. Again, I'll go over a couple videos here, but please, these are all free videos. They are all vetted information. It's not just myself. I did work with gurus of like inner management courses and how to function better, what to eat, what not to eat. I talked to doctors. I talked to natural healers. I talked to fitness experts. I went all across the board here. And then not only that, for myself, just to give you an idea, about a year and a half, 2 years ago, I was about 219 pounds. I was lethargic all the time. I was tired. I went from that, and really in about more of 6 months now, but I was slowly doing the process of what I'm saying. I did a slower process because I was working so much. I would just come home and sleep and go back to work and do the same thing. But when I really started taking an effect into it, I went from that to now I'm about 181 pounds. So I'm 6'1", 181 pounds. I naturally, after 35 years, 34 and a half, I cleared my eczema. So I literally had it all over my arms. I had it so bad that I used to be afraid to go to the gym because I didn't want it to break out in case I ate too much. So I cured my eczema. I no longer have asthma. I don't even use an inhaler anymore. I threw it out. And I'm able to focus much more clearly on any topic that's presented to me. Please take the time to watch even if you do one video a day or one video for the next, one a week for the next 6 weeks or the next 6 months or the next year. Take slow things and you will start to see a quick and significant change in your life and your happiness with some small steps. I'll start posting these videos, add some comments here. I can, again, as always, I'll answer as many as I can, but this will help you. It will benefit you. Please, these are all free. I'm doing this because I want you to be better. And not that you're bad. There's nothing wrong with you. This is just so you can feel how nice it is to not be so chaotic, to not be so unhealthy, to not be full all the time, even though I didn't eat, to not be tired, to be able to play golf, basketball, play with your kids, whatever it is, and not have a hurt back every day. I used to walk like a lowercase R because I would be hunched over. My back hurt so bad. These are going to be steps. I'll have a full plan for you if that's what you'd like to do on a one-on-one coaching thing. But there will be steps here you can take that each individual step, even if you take it in randomness, they will help you. Utilize these videos, please. I did a lot of research on all this, and it is for your benefit. I love people, and this will help you. I'll talk to you soon.